Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am here to talk about a brand called Wine Insiders. It's one that I think is really something you should be looking out for, especially during the holiday season. Comparing this to Trader Joe's is something I'm going to do today, and that is due to the fact that both offer wine at a similar price point, but I think it's worth comparison due to the kind of differences that Trader Joe's has versus Wine Insiders. I feel like Trader Joe's is seen as one of the more premier wine producers or sellers right now for the average consumer, and I just think that there's there is a better option out there, and that is Wine Insiders. There are some differences. I do think Trader Joe's has its positives overall, but when you get down to comparing the two, there are stark differences, and I think that if you are someone who enjoys wine, wants to consistently drink wine, then you will end up liking Wine Insiders here. So first, we'll go over to Trader Joe's, and this is off their website. You can see here they have a very wide offering of different wines to choose from. They have a lot of different private label. They have some offerings on hands, but off their website, this is kind of what they will show you in bottles ranging from $6.99 to $3.99 to $14.99. So it all falls within there. And so for this, there are a couple of different things you should know about Trader Joe's wines. So Trader Joe's is a wine program that is built off of private labels, as you'll see here, limited SKUs, and opportunistic sourcing. So they keep prices low from a couple of different ways. They are able to scale exclusivity. They don't really have to deal with distributors in a lot of different states because of this private label they've created. And so through this private label or the different private labels they have, they can go ahead and just offer like a Cabernet Sauvignon, an Almond Creek almond flavored sparkling wine, a Reserve North Coast Brut sparkling wine. They can offer some of these options. I know Coastal is one of the ones they have as well. Because it's private label, they kind of enjoy managing that process of making wine. Now that creates some obviously lower pricing for them, depending on the batch size, and it also allows them to limit their SKUs. So if they're offering, Trader Joe's private wine bottles, then there's only a limited number of SKUs that exist. So their wine program is defined by private label, limited SKUs, and then when possible, opportunistic sourcing. So they will find, exclusivity. They will find cheap or good prices on wine, and that is how they sell wine to the customer. They sell wine that is not brand specific, but more so grape or occasion specific. Wine Insiders, on the other hand, is a direct-to-consumer wine retailer where you would go online, buy the wine, and then have it sent to your door. And they actually are built off of these high-quality producers, but at a very reasonable price. As you can see here, most, if not all of these bottles they're priced at $9.99. And so Wine Insider's online direct-to-consumer model allows you to buy by the case or multi-bottle ordering where you can mix and match bottles. Member pricing is really nice for these. You can get a lot of different wines on discount if you purchase a case. They offer a lot of different stuff. They feature award winners. They feature a section for best-selling wines. And so you can see here, all these are different producers and varietals. They're all in this great $9.99 price point, and they're all made to impress and just kind of give you a different variety of wine. So if you were to go to the product strategy for Trader Joe's, theirs is a little bit more limited. It's dominated by their private label. It's dominated by opportunistic buying, and they focus heavily on California and European wines or old world wines. So if you go to Trader Joe's, you'll find a lot of the California. You'll find the French wines or European wines per se, and beyond that, you don't get much. Whereas if you go to a Wine Insiders, you'll get a bunch of different wines. You'll get stuff from the United States. You can get stuff from like Chile. There's just Spain. There's just a bunch of different wine offerings on Wine Insiders. And they actually have it featured out here from region. So you can choose wine based on the red wine, red wine and white wines. So like the red varietals like Cab Sauv, Malbec, Merlot, Chardonnay, Moscato, and Pinot Grigio for white. But then they even go by countries, and they actually have a lot of different great countries on hand. They have Australia, Bordeaux, California, but then they have Chile, Portugal, South Africa, and Spain, like I mentioned before. You could even pick vegan, organic, or low-sulfite, no added sugar wine. So it's really, really awesome to see, and their product strategy is to offer you different wines from great producers at a really remarkable price. So comparing the two, like I said, Trader Joe's limited in their private label and the off chance they get a sale, whereas Wine Insiders has this robust, really great offering of wines. So when you look at bottle quality and consistency, so this is something that I think a lot of people get wrong regarding Trader Joe's and regarding wine, a site like Wine Insiders. So you would think that with Trader Joe's being able to offer a private label or these wines that they'd be really consistent, but there has been claims to a lot of batch variation when people go in to buy the same bottles of wines or the same private label brand. They might have a different batch and it just doesn't taste the same, and so that's kind of an issue with Trader Joe's, a known issue for wine drinkers. And also, if they do have a sale on a wine that's really good, you're beholden to the store you're shopping in to hold it. And if people see it and buy it really quick, if it's good, then it's gone, and that's kind of a problem. When you go to Wine Insiders, as you can see here, they have new arrivals coming all the time. They have more consistent profiles. They have lower variance bottle to bottle because whereas a Trader Joe's batch is like private label and they're made in different batches, obviously it's the same for a producer, but a producer's a little bit more focused on that exact bottle or type of wine, and so therefore you are going to see more consistency from buying from direct producers. Also, you'll have fewer breakout sales, but you're going to have more high quality, steady performers through the Wine Insiders website. Next up, I wanted to go into the pricing. So as you can see here, Wine Insiders really focuses on a $9.99 price point, whereas Trader Joe's will stay between, you'll get the $4 wines, the $6 wines, even 15 to even 20, I believe, you'll get up to for their Diamond Reserve. So price point wise, I think both are pretty comparable. I'll say that Wine Insiders offers a little bit more consistency in pricing, but Trader Joe's is has something for everyone within the $4 to $20 range. And then service-wise, I would say that I would give Wine Insiders the better overall experience shopping for wine. They just have a vast website. They have featured wines with customer favorites, best-selling wines. They go by grape. They go by country region. They go by specialty wines and ready-to-drink cocktails. They have these awesome sets. So this is something I actually really like about Wine Insiders. So it's customer favorites, rich, bold, complex reds. They have easy sipping reds, and obviously it's all based by state where you can ship. But then there's also the club aspect to it. So this is 15 expertly selected wines for just $89. It's free delivery on every shipment, and you can go in and just select your options of wines, and it's really, really cool to see. This club perk that you have is really nice. They give you an introductory 12-bottle case, and every 12 weeks you receive a curated 12-bottle selection of premium wines delivered directly to you, which is really, really awesome. And it's just a lot more exclusive, and it's just one of those added touches on service that you can't get at a Trader Joe's. You have Wine 101, where they'll have different blog posts and introductory posts on wines that will help you learn a lot. And then they also have offers online. And for Trader Joe's, I mean, the service is hit or miss, honestly. There's no one really dedicated in a Trader Joe's to help you pick out wine. If you're going to Trader Joe's, you're going to pick out for a specific grape type, like a Pinot Noir, or you're going to pick out because their private label, or you're going there for a sale. Beyond that, there's not much in terms of service. The only thing that I think Trader Joe's obviously has over a Wine Insiders is their ability of let's just say their ability to go in and buy the wine and like be there in physical form and touch the bottle and feel the bottle and see the bottle, whereas you are waiting for a shipment from Wine Insiders. So comparison-wise, service is much more in-depth and curated to your own tastes and preferences on Wine Insiders, but there is the immediate gratification ability to physically see the bottle at a Trader Joe's. So that's important as well. So I think if we're going to compare the two, if we're going to go back to Trader Joe's, I think the best person a Trader Joe's bottle is their wine is best for is a very casual drinker, maybe someone who's hosting or entertaining is not too caught up on the wine itself, and budget focused shoppers. I think that Trader Joe's is great for a one-off bottle of wine or a wine you need in a pinch and you need to go to the store and grab it. But if you are someone who's a routine wine drinker, if you like subscription style or curated style orders delivered to you, if you want to really dive deep, like I said, you can dive deep into trying a bunch of wines by region, by grape type, by color. If you want to really dive into wine, or just have consistent wine show up at your door that is priced at $10 a bottle, that is really, really delicious to drink, and is that it gives you access to a wide variety of national and international wine choices, then Wine Insiders is the one for you. And obviously, it is budget friendly as well. So I think that if you are looking for any of that, then Wine Insiders is your best bet. And so again, for somewhat consistency, for cheaper pricing, and for just solid wine that you can pick up at a grocery store, Trader Joe's is really what they're one of the best in the market. But if you ever want to go beyond that, if you ever want to go beyond just like the simple Pinot Noir, and try different things and actually expand your palate and expand the wine you're drinking, then wineinsiders.com is the best buy for you. And I think it's a service that is, like I said, highly curated and also just really offering and punching above its weight in terms of the price point it sells at. So it's really, really awesome. It's really fun to see. So that being said, hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.